Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, Prime Minister of Dominica and Chairman of the Conference of Heads of Government of the Caribbean Community, His Excellency Brigadier Retired David Granger, President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana and Mrs. Granger, Your Excellencies, Heads of State and Government of the Caribbean Community, other heads of delegation, President of the Caribbean Court of Justice, Chancellor of the Judiciary of Guyana, Speaker of the National Assembly, Leader of the Opposition, Secretary General of the Commonwealth, the Right Honorable Patricia Scotland, and other heads and representatives of regional and international organizations, members of the Diplomatic Corps, special invitees, distinguished guests, representatives of media, people of the Caribbean community. Normally, I would begin by welcoming you all to the 37th regular meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of the Caribbean Community. However, I believe it is only fitting that at the outset, we should pay tribute to a true champion of CARICOM, the late Mr. Patrick Manning, former Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, who passed away last Saturday. Mr. Manning was a member of the conference for a total of 13 years, and in that time, he demonstrated an unwavering commitment to the Caribbean community. The initiatives he promoted to advance integration ensures that his legacy as a regionalist is secure. His calm and deliberate manner was a distinctive feature during the meetings of conference. I extend to the Manning family and to the government and people of Trinidad and Tobago our sincere condolences on the death of this outstanding CARICOM leader. May I ask you all to stand for a moment of silence to reflect on the life of Mr. Manning and his contribution to regional integration. I thank you. Thank you. I would like to express my appreciation to His Excellency the President of Guyana and his government for demonstrating the true spirit of community, for readily agreeing to co-host this meeting once Dominica signaled its inability to do so. Thank you, Mr. President. Since our meeting last July, there have been several elections in our community. In that regard, I congratulate and say a special welcome to Dr. the Honorable Keith Rowley, Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, Prime Minister of Jamaica, and the Honorable Alan Chasney, Prime Minister of St. Lucia. I also congratulate Dr. the Honorable Ralph Gonzalez of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and His Excellency President Desiree Bouterse of Suriname on their election. Congratulations and welcome. To our chairman, the Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, Prime Minister of Dominica, I look forward to working closely with you as we advance our integration. You can be assured, Prime Minister, of my full support and that of the CARICOM Secretariat during your tenure. I must express great appreciation to the Honorable Dean Barrow, Prime Minister of Belize, for his exemplary leadership of the community during the past 6 months. I thank him for his guidance, advice, and ready support to me. At this meeting, it is our pleasure to welcome as our special guest, Her Excellency Michelle Bachelet, President of Chile. This is a country with which the community has had long-standing friendly and cooperative links. We look forward to a fruitful exchange of views with Her Excellency on areas of mutual interest. Mr. Chairman, today is CARICOM Day, marking 43 years since the Treaty of Chaguaramas was signed. As we celebrate this day, we can look back with pride on the progress of our integration process and forward with confidence to what we can continue to achieve together. As a grouping of small, vulnerable states, it is integration that will allow us to achieve the level of development that our people desire and deserve. We have ample evidence over the 4 decades of the value and benefit of pooling our skills and resources. Over the next 2 days, this conference will be focused on addressing issues which have an impact on our community, both from within and from outside the region. In so doing, we will discuss what course of actions can be taken collectively to improve the lives of all our citizens. For example, we will address the issue of crime and security and how we can improve on the regional framework and collaboration in fighting this growing menace to our safety and development. The level of crime is disturbing and has a negative impact on our societies and our economies. There is no doubt that it requires a concerted regional response. We will look at the regional economy and some of the economic and financial challenges that we all continue to face. Among them is the issue of de-risking and the loss of correspondent banking, which threatens our financial, commercial, and trading sectors, as well as remittances. We'll review the course of action we undertook since the intersessional meeting of conference last February and determine our next steps. We will receive an overview of the CSME 10 years after it came into being. Our member states remain resolute that it is the only viable option for sustained economic growth. While we have made progress, there is no denying that we could have been further ahead, although challenges remain in some areas. We must do what is required to move the process forward. There are challenges related to our free movement regime and the facilitation of travel. It is accepted that member states have the right to deny entry. However, the Caribbean Court of Justice has ruled on the specific circumstances under which they may do so, and provided guidance on the procedures that should be followed once that course of action is taken. To help in remedying some of the problems, we must increase the training and sensitization of our immigration officials for them to act more closely in line with the policies agreed to by their governments. We'll review where we are on the Port of Spain Declaration on Non-Communicable Diseases as the 10-year anniversary approaches in 2017. NDCs continue to have an adverse impact on the health of our citizens. The lifestyle choices that we make, while personal, have far-reaching implications for our families, our communities, our countries, and our region. We must take action to foster greater awareness of the risk factors associated with NCDs. Of course, our heads of government could not meet and not discuss Brexit. This had previously been considered by our foreign ministers earlier this year at the annual meeting in May. The decision of the people of the United Kingdom to leave the European Union has far-reaching implications, not only for the UK and Europe, but also for us. It could impact on our trade and development assistance. Brexit continues to dramatically unfold daily, with some consequences unforeseen and unexpected by the protagonists. It may very well change the geopolitics of the world. But no matter the uncertainties, I expect the United Kingdom and Europe will remain our close partners. Mr. Chairman, heads of government, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as I begin my second term of office, I make it my mission to amplify the message of integration and its role in improving the lives of the people of the Caribbean. I am heartened by the voices of youth throughout our community and the diaspora with whom I have interacted regularly during my tenure. Their wholehearted commitment to integration is overwhelming and inspiring. We must continue our quest to fulfill their hopes and dreams at this 37th meeting of the conference. I do thank you.